Hey, so I've decided to do a video on modes. It's an instructional video. There's going to be two parts to the video. One is going to focus on modes up and down the neck. And then the second is going to apply those same modes or the same positions, finger positions of those modes, and think of that in terms of E minor, and how those different positions are just different positions on the neck in the key of E minor. So for the purpose of this video, I think it's easy to think in terms of the guitar neck in the key of E minor because, number one, a lot of tunes are in that, and it just falls really naturally on the neck because you have that open string. Two open strings are E, and E minor is just a very natural key to play on the guitar neck. So all of the modes in this example are going to have an F sharp, and we're going to start with the sixth mode, which is the Aeolian mode, which has an F sharp. It's also known as the natural minor scale, but for purposes of this example, we're going to start with the sixth mode, which is E Aeolian. Sounds like this. The seventh mode is Locrian, and as this would have it, this mode actually has a diminished tonic or a diminished key chord. So here's F sharp diminished. This mode starts in the second position and it starts on F sharp. The reason it's diminished and not minor is because again, the first note is F sharp, and the fifth note, which we think in terms of, the fifth of the tonic chord, is a tritone away instead of a perfect fifth away. So for E minor, the fifth is a perfect fifth away. But for F sharp, Locrian, the fifth is a tritone away. So devil's interval, I guess they call it. You can see it, the fifth is that tritone. Ionian, it's also known as the major scale. It's the first mode, but Ionian is G with an F sharp, and it's in the third position. The second mode is Dorian, and it's in the fifth position with an F sharp. Dorian is A, so A Dorian. Dorian has a minor quality, so the tonic is minor. The third mode is Phrygian, and Phrygian with the F sharp is going to be B, so B Phrygian. That has an F sharp in it, and it's in the seventh position. It's a minor mode. C Lydian, which is a major mode. It's the fourth mode, and this also has an F sharp, but C Lydian. And we're getting into some somewhat unfamiliar territory to me. I don't deal well with 8th and 10th position modes. So Lydian, it's a major mode. And then Mixolydian, I'm not going to play this for you, but it's D Mixolydian. Again, it has an F sharp, so therefore it's a major mode. And it's the 5th mode in the scale. And then we're back to the 6th mode, which is Aeolian, which was the first mode, just an octave higher. And that's E Phrygian. It's a minor mode. And you can just continue to go up, you know, this octave higher with Locrian, Ionian, Phrygian, Dorian, etc. So this was Aeolian, and then you've got Locrian. Ionian, G. Dorian, Phrygian, etc. It's just an octave higher. Same exact positions, fretboard positions for your fingers, but just an octave higher. So I said there's going to be 2 parts to this lesson, and so the other part is that all of the positions we just went over, for example, A Dorian. I mean, if we're thinking in terms of a progression that has A as the key center, A Dorian is going to have a major 4 because, again, it's got an F sharp in it. So a natural minor or a Aeolian would have a minor 4 chord. But we said that there's an F sharp in each of these modes. So for Dorian, it has an F sharp. A normally doesn't have an F sharp in natural minor, but A Dorian does have an F sharp because all of these modes had an F sharp, a single sharp. So what that does is it creates a major 4 chord. So we can think of in terms of that 5th position scale with the F sharp that we just played, A Dorian, as the Dorian mode in A. It's a raised 6th degree, which is that F sharp, and it would have a major 4. So if you think in terms of that progression, just keep that progression in your head for a second. I might just overdub this. So that's got a Dorian sound to it. The thing is, though, is we can think of all of these modes as in the key of E minor. So in other words, if I switch my key center back to E minor, I can play that Dorian mode in the key of E minor. I can think or play the A Dorian positions in E minor. signature, the melodies that I'm playing, it's that Dorian position, and it could be thought of as a Dorian. I'm playing a Dorian here. But I'm positioning it around the E, so it sounds E minor. And that goes for the Phrygian as well. Like I play a lot in the 7th position in E minor. Well, you can say, well, that's really B Phrygian, you're playing in E minor, and some jazzers think in those terms, but I still think of it as being in the key of E minor, just playing in the 7th position of the E minor scale. So here's that. Revolving around the E note, and all of my melodic movements converge towards that E, and so therefore, to me, it's E minor. I'm just playing this 7th position. Fretboard of that E minor or E Aeolian. Same down here, you can play it in the Ionian position. Now that's, what we said was G Ionian, right? And that's forever G Ionian. But again, if you're playing in E minor, you can play in the 3rd position that Ionian scale diagram, and it'll fit in the key of E minor. The Locrian. As long as you're focusing your melodies around E minor, all of those positions or modes really fit in that key of E minor. So there's 2 ways to think about modes. The one is the first way we thought about, and each of those modes really fit with their own quality. So if we're playing in the key of A minor and we use that sharp 6 or the F sharp in the key of A minor, well then it has a Dorian quality. We're playing in the Dorian mode. What's really going to blow your mind is that you can play all of those same positions and make it sound A Dorian, right? Because again, we're really just talking about the same positions on those scales with that F sharp, but the key center is now A. Same with G. And we already kind of know this, right? When you think in terms of like, even if you know like a pentatonic scale, you know that I can play the E minor pentatonic in G, right? So if we're playing G Ionian, I can make all of these positions sound G major. So I'm in that Dorian position, right? So really, you know, again, if you think in terms of E minor, that's probably the place to start, and think of the modes separately. You know, E Aeolian, G Ionian, A Dorian, etc. But you know, you can transfer all that knowledge once you've learned the modes separately and practice them and get them ingrained in your head. I'm still working on Mixolydian. Been working on it many years. Just don't use a lot. So get all of that stuff ingrained in your head and these positions ingrained in your head. Then you can start exploring those other concepts of, okay, I'm in E minor. I don't have to stay here. Music would be pretty one-dimensional if you had to stay in first position and 12th position, and when you were in the key of E minor, right? You've only got those notes to play. Once I've developed my knowledge of these diagrams and I can play them by heart and I can play them with my eyes closed or in my sleep, then you can integrate those positions, your Dorian, your Lydian, your Phrygian positions, all in the key of E minor.